Kinniku Banzuke aka Unbeatable Banzuke was a weekly Japanese television program and the premier sports entertainment variety show of the Tokyo Broadcasting System. Its successes were Taiku Aokoku and Ugun Kinniku. They succeeded by Muscle Musical. Several seasonal specials were also made, such as Pro Sportsman No. 1 and Sasuke. Originally a late-night Friday broadcast, the television special was popular and started airing in primetime on October 14, 1995. It was broadcast every season and gained popularity as Sportsman No. 1 Ketaisen, through various games reverting to the origins of sports. Professional players and general participants challenged the limits of physical strength and technique, winning prizes if all targets were successfully destroyed. Kane Kosugi's Shaolin Temple training and Akira Irimori's Muay Thai bouts were also documented in the broadcasts. The popularity of the displays of amazing physical strength and technique by professional players and luck of general participants drove TV Asahi to move its anime time slot up 1 hour and caused the cancellation of Heisei Kuikai on Fuji TV. The use of the program's mascot, Kong-ao-kun, originally only featured during the broadcast, expanded in 1999 into the program's opening sequence and every game's introduction. Simultaneously, a brand mark for the program, different from its logo type, was created. The English initials, Mr. However, that same autumn, only the mascot remained, and the Mr. brand mark vanished, having only appeared for that brief time. Subline Cancellation. On May 5, 2002, two show participants injured their cervical vertebrae during the filming of an episode entitled Chikarajima, an obstacle course with a temple-like setting stationed outside. The accidents occurred during the Rock Attack and Rock Valley obstacle portions. In Rock Attack, contestants try to catch a giant ball that comes down a 15-degree slope. They must then push the ball back up the slope where a platform leads to the Rock Valley waterway. In Rock Valley, they try to walk on the ball, which weighs about 30 kilograms and has a diameter of 1.8 meters. Across the aforementioned waterway 2.5 meters wide and 1.4 meters deep. Wei Tao, a 19-year-old Chinese freshman at Kyoto University, fell into the waterway during the Rock Valley obstacle. Takunori Ita, a 20-year-old junior at Tokai University, was knocked down when he tried to catch the ball in Rock Attack and was rolled over by the ball. It would prove to be the final episode of Kinniku Banzuke. Show production was officially put on hiatus, and the show was effectively cancelled. The dormant space was filled with a special edition of Countdown TV, CD-TV Gold, entitled Ah, Gekito Daikazoku. It was revived in 2008, and aired in first-run episodes on G4 and MYX-TV in America and Challenge in the UK. Broadcast time: Saturday at 1900 JST. Hosts: Ichiro Furutachi, Ryuta Mine, Uno Kanda, Emiri Nakayama. Rome Kanda replaced the original hosts for the G4 version. Brian Blessed replaced the original hosts for the Challenge version. Luis Crespo replaced the original hosts for the Canal 300 version. Maxim Gorkin replaced the original hosts for the Channel 1 version. Courses that are defeated are then recreated in an attempt to be made more difficult and thus unbeatable. This is why there are different versions next to some names. Sometimes an obstacle is changed between attempts to conquer this game, so there are letters next to the versions. This is most likely done because of the injuries caused by this obstacle. Some of these events have break zones, where any competitor who reaches that point is allowed to take a 30-second break before they must continue on with the course. Amazing Road. Competitors must cross a 15-meter-long suspended beam while avoiding 6 turnstiles fitted with padded bars that can knock them off. Athletic Love. 2 people of a couple stand at either end of a bridge-like construct. They have 60 seconds to reach the center without falling off or using their hands. This challenge has had 2 victories. Bamboo Derby IIB 3, obstacle course where competitors walk on stilts. Between IIA and IIB, Green Mountain was changed to the harder Snow Mountain before being changed back into Green Mountain. This challenge has had 2 victories. Banzai 90, a 6-person team has 90 seconds to launch one of their own onto each of 4 padded logs hanging several feet above the floor. When all 4 logs are taken, they must hold their position for 10 more seconds. The logs are of varying heights. Red 11 feet 4 in, yellow 10 feet 7 in, green 10 feet 1 in, and blue 9 feet 1 in. This challenge has had 4 victories. Daruma 7A, Daruma sits atop a stack of 7 blocks. Competitors use a sledgehammer to knock out each block from the bottom up without letting the Daruma fall off. This challenge has had 4 victories, 1 in a modified version below. One of these victories was Yakult Swallows superstar Katratsuya Furuta. Super Daruma, modified version of Daruma 7 which has 9 blocks to knock out instead of 7. Daruma 7 Ace, modified version of Daruma 7 which the blocks start out small and get larger. This version of the challenge has had 1 victory. Extra Kendama, competitors play with a life-size Kendama giant ball, obstacle course where competitors stay atop a 5-foot wide ball without ever falling off or even straying from the course. If a 5-foot wide ball gets stuck at pothole, contestants will need to escape within the 10-second limit. Hand walk IIA, IB, IIA, IIB, IV, obstacle course where competitors walk on their hands. This course has a break zone. Between IIIA and IIIB, the conveyor belt was changed to bamboo bridge. As for IA and IIB, the rolling hills were changed to the hills and stairs. This challenge has had 4 victories. The 4th version only aired in Japan. Kangaroo, obstacle course where competitors use a pogo stick. This course has a break zone. Like a Piero I2, 3, IV, V, Ghost, obstacle course where competitors ride a unicycle. This event has had 8 victories, the most of any challenge. Muscle Gym, 2 competitors have to do as many sit-ups, back extensions, and push-ups as they can in 3 minutes. This challenge was played 4 times. By design, there was a victory each time it was played. Nakama, 2 people run through an obstacle course while tethered together. They have 70 seconds to reach the end. Nekoda Drive I2, obstacle course involving a man transporting a woman on a wheelbarrow that looks like a cat cart. The contestants have 60 seconds to complete the first 4 obstacles and reach the break zone. After that, the time is unlimited. This is the second course to undergo a numerical upgrade change without a victor. The second version only aired in Japan. Ototo 9 obstacle course where competitors balance a metal pole on 2 fingers. This obstacle is similar to Steady Voyage in Viking, the ultimate obstacle course. Letting your pole fall or touch any metal obstacle results in failure. This course has a break zone. This challenge has had 1 victory. Quick Muscle, 2 competitors have to do as many push-ups as they can in 3 minutes. The one who does more at the end of 3 minutes is declared the champion. Anytime a competitor uses improper form, the penalty light goes on, deactivating that competitor's counter for 10 seconds. By design, there is a victory each time the challenge is played. All 5 wins were achieved by the same competitor. In one of them, a contender bit his lips hard enough to bleed, marking the first time to show blood in that show. Seesaw, 62 people stand atop a giant seesaw. They have 60 seconds to move a 10 kg barrel from one side to the other without letting either end of the seesaw touch the floor. A third person gets to call out advice to the other 2 people. This challenge has had 1 victory. Skateboarder, obstacle course where competitors ride a skateboard. This course has a break zone, where competitors only have to take a short break. This challenge has had 1 victory. Spider Walk, competitors must climb through a 79-meter-long set of parallel walls. using their arms and legs to move forward without touching the ground. This course would later become the inspiration for the spider walk and jumping spider obstacles in Sasuke. This challenge has had 2 victories. Sponge Bridge I-2-3. Competitors have to walk atop 3 rows of giant foam blocks, each harder than the last. This was based on the Takeshi's Castle game, Dominoes, and has also been used as Domino Hill in Stage 3 of Kunoichi. This course is the first to be updated to a new edition and advance numerically without being defeated first. This challenge has had 2 victories. Super Helico obstacle course involving a radio-controlled helicopter. This course has a break zone to allow the copter's batteries to be replaced. This challenge has had 1 victory. Super Rider I-2-3 IV obstacle course where competitors ride a bicycle. This challenge has had 6 victories. 2 more courses were made and filmed, but never aired except in Japan. Strong Mama, a course designed specifically for women. They have 60 seconds to clear the first 5 obstacles. After that, time is unlimited. Trampoline. Competitors must bounce off of trampolines onto stacks of foam blocks. This competition has 3 stages, and all competitors who complete the first stage are held until all competitors attempt the stage. Afterwards, all successful competitors attempt the second stage in the same manner. Untouchable. 4 contestants face off 2 at a time, one-on-one in a caged wrestling competition, with 3 batons each strapped to their bodies, on their back and each leg. The competitors must remove 2 out of 3 batons off of the other to win a match. After a baton is removed, competition ceases temporarily as the baton is placed in a box. The first person to win 2 matches is placed on the Banzuke. This challenge has had 1 victory. Struck out, kick target, etc. The contest for the 2 million yen prize consisted of many games that formed the 2 million yen dream plan. Champions: Athletic Love, Asushi and Michiko Hirata 49s, Naomi and Tatsuya Gunzi 59s. Bamboo Derby I, Hiroshi Kobayashi 137. Bamboo Derby 2, Hiroshi Takahashi 101. Banzai 90, Acrobatics Team 45.79s, Arm Wrestling Team 36.53s, Break Monkeys and Cheerleaders 20.66s, Nippon Sports Science University 11.59s. Daruma 7, Atsuya Furuta, Joichi Fukaya, Yoshimitsu Nishiumi. Daruma 7 Ace, Kazunori Harayama, Hand Walk I, Izuen IE211, Yukio Ikitani 054. Hand Walk 2, Yuki Takahashi 115. Laika Piero I, Fuyuki Tsuchiya 145, Yuichi Ono 118. Laika Piero 2, Natsuki Hata 50s, Daika Izumida 47s, Yuichiro Kato 30s. Laika Piero 3, Yuichiro Kato 303. Laika Piero IV, Yoshiaki Handa 241. Laika Piero V, Yoshiaki Handa 236. Muscle Gym, Jaguar Yokote, Jomon Terracado 159, Jasui Yakushiji 141, Shigeuki Nakamura 124, Ototo 9, Tomotaru Fukuda 452, Quick Muscle, Kohei Asano, Seesaw 60, Hiroyasu Matsukawa, Mitsuyoshi Tanaka, and Yuji Iwanaga. Boxing Team 11's left. Skateboarder, Kentaro Tanaka 202. Spider Walk, Shinobu Sekiya 106, Kiyahara Yagi 100. Sponge Bridge, Makoto Suji 31s, Shuichi Shiratori 19s. Super Helico, Yuji Kamaya 431. Super Rider I, Izumu Hasanaka 130. Super Rider 2, Jaromir Spesny 418. Super Rider 3, Kigo Arizono 406. Untouchable, Jasutoshi Kujirai. Courses: Obstacles. Amazing Road, First Turnstiles, Second Turnstiles, Third Turnstiles. Banzai 90 to 4 sandbags suspended in air. Banzai 90 to 4 sandbags suspended in air. Green and yellow bags on a seesaw. Red log swings back and forth. Blue log bounces up and down. Daruma 7 to 7 blocks. Super Daruma 9 blocks. Daruma 7 ace 7 blocks, smallest at the bottom, getting larger at the top. The final block is the same original size. Extra kendama, large cup, small cup, spike, giant ball, downward slope, pothole zone, sloping right turn, uphill slope, final bridge, kangaroo, the steps, zigzag path, mushrooms, bushes, narrow bridge, break zone, checkerboard, falling stones, neon grid, broken bridge, muscle gym, sit-ups, back lifts, push-ups, Nekoda drive, banana turn, watermelon ramp, donut, loop, mouse trap, break zone, book steps, broken piano, slanted path, zigzag, wallfish ribs, nakama twin, balance bridge, bob and weave, wiggle bridge, rolling poles, triple step, curved mountain, curved valley, curved jump, monkey bars, ototo 9, right hand curve, the stairs, crossbars, cross hammers, narrowing stairs, narrow bridge, break zone, propeller 5, valleys, S-curve, strong mama, hanging bag, reverse conveyor, bike, express, balance beam, rolling panic, break zone, wedding cake, super helico, slalom tower, debris tunnels, cage cave, break zone, fans, crazy 8, slider, landing pad, spider walk, straightaway, widening corridor, 90 curve, ascending corridor, descending corridor, crossbar, S-curve, skateboarder, ollie, step, rampage, tube, handrail, break zone, narrow slopes, stairs, double hay pipe, big canyon, jump ramp, sponge bridge, green zone, yellow zone, red zone, sponge bridge 2, green zone, yellow zone, red zone, sponge bridge 3, green zone, yellow zone, red zone. Broadcast United States. This show was seen on America's G4 network under the name Unbeatable Banzuke, with Rome Kanda from I Survived, a Japanese game show, as the host. It aired in half-hour episodes, 2 or 3 games per episode, in its original Japanese language and partial original broadcast, also with English subtitles. The player profiles, rules, and replays, however, are narrated by voice actor Dave Wittenberg, who also narrates Ninja Warrior. For a long period of time, Unbeatable Banzuke has been absent from G4's programming, and with the upcoming transition to the Esquire network, whether the show will return or not is unknown. Canada, same as the American version. It is presented on the Canadian version of G4 called G4 Canada. Australia. The Australian version is presented on SBS2. It is currently broadcast every weekday at 6 p.m, and has been since the relaunch of SBS2. Previously, it was not shown very often but was still broadcast every now and again. Ukraine. In Ukraine, Kinniku Banzuke is named, and broadcast by the Mega Channel. United Kingdom under the title Unbeatable Banzuke. The show commenced transmission in the UK on October 6, 2008 on Challenge. It is similar to the US broadcast in length, language and partial original broadcast, but unlike the American version has no subtitles. Brian Blessed is the host and voiceover as costumed character Banzuke Brian over the whole show, including replays, profiles and court attempts. Finland. In Finland, the show is called Banzuke and it is broadcast on Jim. The show airs on Friday and Saturday nights at 11 p.m. with 2 episodes sequentially. The version is same as the American, but with Finnish subtitles. Hungary. Under the title Vehetetlen Banzuke, the show commenced broadcast in Hungary on November 27, 2010 on Animax. The show is completely dubbed to Hungarian. Estonia. In Estonia, the show is called Lio Mataman Banzuke and it is broadcast on TV3. The show airs on weeknights at 9 p.m. with 2 episodes sequentially. The version is the same as the other international versions, but with Estonian. Lithuania. In Lithuania, the show is called Nenugalimas Banzuke and it is broadcast on TV6. The show airs weekdays at 2 p.m. with 2 episodes sequentially. The version is the same as the other international versions, but with Lithuanian. Sweden. In Sweden, the show is called Kinniku Banzuke and it is broadcast on TV4. The show airs on weekdays at 1 p.m. with 2 episodes sequentially. The version is the same as the other international versions, but with Swedish. France. In France, the show is called Attribution Banzuke and it is broadcast on TF1. The show airs on weekdays at 9 a.m. with 2 episodes sequentially. The version is the same as the Australian version, but with French. Spain. In Spain, the show is called Unbeatable Banzuke and is broadcast by La Cieta. The host is the same as in the USA version. The show is completely dubbed into Spanish. South Africa broadcast as Unbeatable Banzuke on Animax, since broadcast on Sony Max under the same name. Portugal. In Portugal, the show is called Todos ao Molho and it is broadcast on SIC Radical. The version is the same as the other international versions, but with Portuguese commentary. Bosnia and Herzegovina. In Bosnia and Herzegovina, Kinniku Banzuke is named Attribution Banzuke and broadcast on Program Plus. Germany. In Germany, the show is called Unschlagbar Banzuke and it is broadcast on RTL2. The show airs on weeknights at 7 p.m. with 2 episodes sequentially. The version is the same as the other international versions, but with German. Italy. In Italy, the show can be seen on GXT. The show airs weekdays at 5 p.m. with 2 episodes sequentially. The version is the same as the other international versions, but with Italian. Netherlands. In the Netherlands, the show is called Onklopbar Banzuke and it is broadcast on RTL4. The show airs weekdays at 12:30 p.m. with 3 episodes sequentially. The version is the same as the other international versions, but with Dutch. Serbia. Broadcast by B92 after the end of Ninja Warrior. Voiced over by voices from Ninja Warrior. Russia. In Russia, the show is called and it is broadcast on Channel 1 with host Maxim Gorkin. The show airs on weeknights at 10 p.m. with 2 episodes sequentially. The version is the same as the other international versions, but with Russian. Croatia. In Croatia, the show is called Attribution Banzuke and it is broadcast on RTL Televizija. The show airs on weekdays at 12 p.m. with 2 episodes sequentially. The version is the same as the other international versions, but with Croatian. India. In India, Kinniku Banzuke is named Unbeatable Banzuke and broadcast on Pogo TV. Venezuela. In Venezuela, the show is called Inmejorable Banzuke and it is broadcast on Venevision. The show airs Friday and Saturday nights at 7 p.m. with 2 episodes sequentially. The version is same as the American, but with Spanish subtitles. Malaysia. In Malaysia, Kinniku Banzuke is named Unbeatable Banzuke and broadcast on TV3, starting the 5th of June 2011 every Sunday.